Hello students. Next we discuss the fourth family of your syllabus, that is the rubiaceae. The distinguishing characters of rubiaceae are: first, that is these are trees or herbs. Then leaves are alternate or opposites. The inflorescence is cymose, that means the flowers are arranged in clusters. Then flowers are tetra or pentamerous. So these are having mm, 4 or 5 mm, petals. So they are a tetra or pentamerous structure. Then these are hermaphrodite. That means they are having the male and female sex organs. Then these flowers are having actinomorphic symmetry. That is means the flowers are having the regular symmetry, or it is symmetrical, divided into two or a third radials. Then it is epigynous corona, that is means the ovary is covered by the receptacles, that is epigynous, uh, and these corolla having the gamopetalous, means the corolla are fused. These stamens numbers are 4 to 5, and they are epipetalous and dithecous. That means these stamens are attached to the petals and having the they are having dithecous. That means the two pollens are connect with the connectives, and ovary is inferior, that is all floral parts are present above the ovary. Then this ovary is bilocular with one or many ovules in each locus. These by the ovary are bilocules, matlab they are containing the two locus or two chambers. In that they contains one ovules or many ovules. Then fruit seeds, capsules or berry types. So these are some general characters of the family Rubiaceae. Then distribution of these Rubiaceae, mostly this family is commonly called as the madder or coffee family, and it includes about 6,000 species and 500 genera. In that, in India, represented about 551 species, having great species are observed in or rubiaceae members in our India. So these are some photographs of the members of the rubiaceae. So the flowers of rubiaceae are hermaphrodite, that means male and female sex organ are present in the flowers. Then usually actinomorphic and either tetramerous or pentamerous. You have to see in picture there is the 4 uh, petals are you seen. So they are, if the 4 petals they it is the pentamerous, if having the 5 petals then in pentamerous. They are complete and epigynous. So these flowers are covered the whole ovary by the receptacle, so they are epigynous. Sometimes the flowers become unisexual by means of reduction. समटाइम्स जो फ्लावर्स है उसमें या तो मेल और फीमेल सेक्स, in that only one sex is present due to the reductions in the sex organs. Then next term is the calyx. So the calyx consists of 5 or 4 sepals, and that all are gamosepalous. That means they are all united. Then One or rarely more of the sepals become leaf-like and white-yellow or variously colored calyx are observed. Then aestivation is observed in the calyx is valvate. They are arranged one by one whorls. Then next is the corolla. Corolla consists of 5 or 4 petals and that all are gamopetalous. They are united in. So this corolla is tubular, campanulate or rotate. So these corolla of these in these families are mm, formed in tube-like structure, and also they are campanulate or rotate in structure. So the aestivation is also observed in the valvate type of aestivation in corolla. Next is regarding the androecium. So this androecium, it consists 5 or 4 stamens, and the stamens are epipetalous. That means they are inserted at or near the throat of the corolla tube and inserted at the corolla tube, and they are attached to the corolla tubes. So these stamens are alternate with the petals. Petals के exactly वो alternately present रहते हैं, but they are attached to the petals. In irregular corollas, these stamens are of unequal length and bend. That is, the stamens are at different length. If the corollas are irregular, then the stamens are unequal length and bend shaped. Then regarding the gynoecium, these gynoecium consist of 2 carpels and they are syncarpous, matlab they are united. Then generally ovary is inferior. The inferior, that means the all floral parts are above the ovary. And then the ovary is bilacular with parietal placentation. These ovary having the 2 locules, in that they are parietal placentation. So next is this is the diagrammatic representation of ixora. So these are the in flowering twigs. You should seen the stem, leaf and flowers. So they are in. Next is the LS of flower. In LS of flower, you have to see in that at the base there is the pedicel, then in the thalamus there is the ovule is present, then which covered by the sepals. Then there is the formation of corolla tube. In this corolla tube there is the long style is present. On that style there is the stigma, these petals having the attached form of stamens. Then you have to see in the figure of gynoecium. In the gynoecium there is the at the base ovary which is covered by the sepals, then long style, and on that apex there is the stigma. In the LS of ovary you have to see that there is the 2 locules, that is bilocular and having the ovules and ovary wall. Then next structure is the stamens. These stamens are having the anterior lobes with the filament, or at middle there is the connectives are present in the stamens. Then last one is the floral diagram. In that there is the valvate aestivation is present in corolla, calyx and corolla. Then these androecium are attached to this corolla, and at the center there is the bilocular ovary is present. So this is about rubiaceae. So these are the general information. In your notes you have to write down first the about the classification of rubiaceae. So in classification, in that you have to first write down the divisions. Spermatophyta having the characters like seed bearing organs. Then subdivision angiospermy, which contains the ovules enclosed in the ovary. Then class is the dicotyledony. Its characters usually the taproot system, reticulate venations, and having two cotyledons. Then next is the subclass Gamopetalae, that means petals are united and stamens are epipetalous. That means the stamens are attached to the petals. Then series Inferi, which characterized by ovary, inferior, bicarpellary and syncarpous. That is all floral parts are present on above the ovary. Then it having bicarpellary, that means two carpels are united, that is syncarpous and bicarpellary. Then cohorts or order is the rubiales having the exile placentation. Then family is the rubiaceae, genus Ixora and species Coccinia. The next is the general characters. इन दैट हैविंग जो पहले मैंने डिस्कस किए वही यहाँ पे आपके नोट्स में भी है. इन शॉर्ट द हैबिट इज मोस्टली shrubs. Then leaves are sessile or petiolate, simple, apposite and decussate. So sessile, that means the stalk is absent. Then petiolate having the stalk with the leaves. Then the leaves are simple and present oppositely, and also the decussate margin. Then inflorescence is polyzygal cyme. This is the type of the cymos. They are having the polyzygal cyme and having color with the red, pink and yellow. Then flowers are actinomorphic, bisexual. That is having, they are radially divided in three different parts. Then they are having two sex, male and female. Then epigynous and bracteate, they are all ovary are covered with those sepals or receptacles. Then the symmetry is the tetramerous, having the 4 petals. Then calyx is the sepals 4. So these all sepals are gamosepalous, that means they are all sepals are united. Corolla also in 4 numbers and gamosepalous, and they form the narrow tube-like structure. Androecium, which is characterized, and these are also in 4 in numbers, attached to the petals, that is epipetalous. Then filaments are short and anthers are sagittate. That means the anther tip is the anther lobe is slightly tipped at the apex. Then gynoecium is bicarpellary, syncarpous, inferior ovary and exile placentation. That means two carpels are united, and the ovary are or ovules are attached at the center of these ovules or ovary. Then fruit is the globose, berry type fruit. The floral formula is having BR, that is bracteate. Then hermaphrodite, it is in circle plus sign. Then male and female sex organs. Then calyx is 4 in united, that is in bracket. Then corolla is also 4, androecium is also 4. Both are the united, but these androecium are attached to the corolla. That's why these you have to mention in the corolla and androecium are attached. That's why the line is from corolla to androecium is drawn. Then gynoecium is inferior, that's why, and having the two carpels and are united. So these two in write down in bracket and the mention the above line. The last part is the economic importance. So these cucurbitaceae family are mostly important or most of the used in ornamental purposes. So here gives some examples which are economically important and also ornamentally used. For example, coffee Arabia. So this coffee Arabica seeds are roasted and powdered to make the coffee. Then in ornamental purposes, Hamelia patens, Ixorococcinea are the plants which are used for the ornamental purposes. So this is all about the Solanaceae family. I hope all of you are understood this rubiaceae family. So this is the fourth one family in your syllabus. Now I hope all of you got this family rubiaceae. If any query you can ask on discussion time. Okay, so I now stop here.